Hello, my name's Elijah Wells, and the Oscar nominations just came out just only a couple of hours ago. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. For Best Picture, there is Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, West Side Story. This is going to be the first for the Oscars because I'm not sure if it's just a one-off thing or it's going to be for now on that the Best Picture nominees are going to be 10 films from each year, which is very interesting, to be honest. Or it's both interesting, but there's this side of me that says, okay, basically it's the Oscars top 10 films that came out this year. So, yeah. But I can conceivably see The Power of the Dog winning for Best Picture. This is my prediction that The Power of the Dog wins Best Picture. For Best Actress in a leading role, there's Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman for Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman for Being Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart for Spencer. Okay, I'm kind of a little bit surprised that Lady Gaga from House of Gucci wasn't being nominated, but was nominated for one Oscar for being Best Makeup, which we'll get down to like soon-ish. But I think all my money's going to Kristen Stewart for Spencer because I've been talking so positively about that performance, and I've kind of had a bit of a rage quit moment when she wasn't nominated for BAFTA. But here's hoping that Kristen Stewart wins for Best Actress for Spencer. For Best Actor in a Leading Role, Javier Bardem for Being a Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Will Smith, King Richard, Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth. I think without a doubt, it's King Richard from Will Smith. I am seeing some support for Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog and Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, but I think the one person to come out on top of that particular category is Will Smith for King Richard. For Best Supporting Actor, there's Ciarán Hinds for Belfast, Troy Kushner for Coda, Jesse Plemons for Power of the Dog, J.K. Simmons for Being Ricardos, and Cody Smith-McPhee for Power of the Dog. This is going to be a very interesting one because Troy Kushner for Coda, he is apparently one of the first ever person to be nominated for an acting award, despite the fact that he's deaf and or hard of hearing. Like, he did the entire performance entirely in sign language. Yeah, which is something to look out for. But I think what I want to see win is Cody Smith-McPhee for Power of the Dog, and also at least the Oscars had this decency to not nominate Jared Leto from The House of Gucci because his performance was drunken and bizarre at best. But anyways, it's Cody Smith-McPhee for Power of the Dog. And Best Supporting Actress, Jessie Barkley for Lost Daughter, Ariana DeBose for West Side Story, Judi Dench for Belfast, Kristen Dunst for Power of the Dog, and Adi Dane Ellis for King Richard. Judi Dench did a great performance at Belfast. I really like Kirsten Dunst and Power of Dog, but I can only choose one. So I think the one performance I kind of want to see win, or a safe bet, is probably Ariana DeBose for West Side Story, since she made a brilliant performance in that role. For Best Director, Kenneth Branagh, Belfast, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Jane Champion for Power of the Dog, Rikusuke Haminachi for Drive My Car, and Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. Okay, I think the one outstanding snub from this already is Denis Villeneuve from Dune. Like, again, this is a brilliant movie, but you got like heavy hitters like Belfast, Licorice Pizza, Power of the Dog, Drive My Car, and West Side Story. Even though it's like the second most nominated film, like, again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was snubbed for at least one category, but again, a brilliant film, but what I want to see win for this one is Jane Champion for Power of a Dog. And we're going over to Original Screenplay. Best Original Screenplay, Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, and The Worst Person in the World. I really like Belfast. I really like Licorice Pizza. I've done reviews for both of these movies. Yeah, I think if I had to pick one film at gunpoint, I think I want to see Licorice Pizza win at gunpoint because I really like the screenplay for Belfast, but I think Licorice has an edge to it. For Best Adapted Screenplay, Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, Lost Daughter, and The Power of the Dog. I think I want to see Power of the Dog win this one as well because I like the screenplay as well. But surprisingly, no West Side Story either, which is a little bit surprising at best, but yeah. For Best Foreign Film or Best International Feature Film, there's Drive My Car from Japan, Flea from Denmark, The Hand of God from Italy, Luna, a Yank at the Classroom from Bhutan, and The Worst Person in the World from Norway. I think it's a two-way horse race now from Denmark's Flea, which is basically an animated docudrama on the same lines as Wolf's Bashir, which is basically the coming of the age story of an Afghan refugee living in Denmark and discovering that he's gay, which is very interesting. And I think it's currently out right now, or no, it's out like 3 days time from when I'm recording it. But I think what the film I can conceivably win this is Japan's Drive My Car, just because, I don't know, it was nominated for Best Picture, Director and Writing. So Drive My Car, I think it's the standalone winner. For Adapted Screenplay, there's Encanto, Flea, Luca, Mitchells vs. the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. Again, I think the one snub from this is Mamoru Hosoda's Belle, which is getting like really rave reviews already and doing pretty well in the indie box office. Yeah, I'm also at the same time not too surprised again, but this is the Oscars, particularly in the animation section where it tends to be really hit or miss when it comes to anime. Hits being like they've nominated Rin Rises, they've nominated Princess Kaguya, and they gave Spirited Away Oscar. But it's also the same organisation that gave Boss Baby an Oscar nomination over Your Name and Silent Voice. Like, there's no rhyme or reasons around this at all. But in actuality, I want to see Encanto win this one because I actually really like that movie. For Best Documentary, Ascension, Atitek, Flea, Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised, and Writing with Fire, Flea, no questions asked, Flea. Yeah, I think that's going to win because I think the writing's on a wall for Flea to win. For Best Editing, Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Power of the Dog, and Tick Tick Boom. I'm a little bit surprised on this one, to be a little bit honest. Like, I can't see Belfast in there, and I can't see West Side Story in that category. Like, I really liked how both these films are edited, since I've made like some comments about it that I liked it, but somehow not there. But I think I can conceivably see Dune win this one. So yeah. For cinematography, there's Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and The West Side Story. Again, good for them for nominating West Side Story and as well as Dune, but no Belfast. Like, I really liked the black and white cinematography of that movie and how like the opening scene was shot and all that. But for some reason, it's not there again, which is a teeny bit disappointing. But yeah, I think for best cinematography, I think it's either going to be Power of a Dog, since I like the natural cinematography of this one, or something like Dune, which I can see like either these two films like winning for best cinematography. But if it's again at gunpoint, I think it may be Dune. Might conceivably see win for best cinematography. For best score, Don't Look Up, Dune, Encanto, Power of Mothers, and Power of the Dog. Second nomination for Johnny Greenwood from his band Radiohead, and also good. It's excellent to see Power of Mothers on that list. Encanto has a good score, yes. Dune, brilliant, and Don't Look Up, from the bits I've seen, has a great score, of course, but there can only be one. So I'm seeing Dune going to win this one. Dune going to win for best score. For best song, Be Live, Beyonce from King Richard, Dos Ogretes from Encanto, Down to Joy from Van Morrison from Belfast, No Time to Die from Billie Eilish, and Somehow You Do from 4 Good Days. I think the one snub that came from it is Kid Cudi's Ariana Grande song Just Look Up from the movie, ironically called Don't Look Up. So there's that, and there's also the Jay-Z song from The Harder They Fall, which is a Netflix film with Idris Elba. I think song-wise, I think my favourite is Down to Joy from Van Morrison from Belfast, but I think easy what could be the winner is No Time to Die from Billie Eilish. Think about it. On the past 2 James Bond films, being Skyfall, Adele, she won the Oscar. Sam Smith, Writing on the Wall from Spectre, they won the Oscar for best song. But yeah, I think it's going to be an easy one for Billie Eilish. But I'm betting on Van Morrison to win for Down to Joy. But I think really deep down it's No Time to Die. But I want Belfast to win. For best sound, there's Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. I think it's going to go to Dune for this one because, again, I like the sound effects in that movie a lot. And maybe Belfast, if they're going in that direction, but I think maybe Dune. But yeah. For visual effects, Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, and Spider-Man No Way Home. Well, the Marvel fans are going to be pleased because No Time to Die Spider-Man No Way Home has got a nomination. Even though this was because the Marvel's hyping up oh, we need to get Best Picture and all that. I think Black Panther kind of flies high for me compared to the recent Spider-Man film, but I like Spider-Man film, that one recently. I'm a little bit surprised that No Time to Die got nominated, which is a little bit surprising because I don't, outside of Moonraker and Die Another Day with Pierce Brosnan, I don't see James Bond as particularly a CGI heavy movies, with the exception of these 2. But yeah, and also there's no Matrix Resurrection. I like the movie personally, but the film did receive mixed reviews and tanked in the box office. So much so, I think there's news reports that Village Roadshow, the co-financier for Warner Brothers, is straight up suing Warner Brothers for how poorly Matrix was marketed. But visual effects wise, it's no question asked. It's Dune, always. Best production design. Again, this is really surprising because there's no French Dispatch. Okay, the nominees were Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. But again, nor in costume, nor in production, nor even in screenplay, there's no French Dispatch, all alone The Green Knight, which I really liked. I think this is the strongest possibilities that both of these films would have conceivably got the Oscar nomination, but neither of these films are on there, so which is a bit surprising. But for production design, I'm sensing West Side Story might have nabbed this one, but also looking out for Dune as well. For costume, there's Cruella, Serrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story. I think it might be either Cruella would win this because their costume works are pretty elaborate, and there's also West Side Story, which has some gorgeous costume work. So I think West Side Story is going to win costumes. Joy. And makeup, coming to America, Cruella, Dune, Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci. I think I might really see either Eyes of Tammy Faye win because I cannot recognise Jessica Chastain under all that makeup. Or I might see House of Gucci win that one. I think due to the fact that the only good thing about Jared Leto in the film is that he's covered in makeup. So I think it's either Eyes of Tammy Faye or House of Gucci. Now for the final stretch, the shorts films. For Best Animated Short, Affairs of an Art, Vesta, Box Ballot, Robin Robin, and Windshield Wiper. I think, given the amount coverage that I'm getting from Robin, particularly from BBC and from Aardman, since I follow them on social media, I think Robin might win that one. Live action short film, there's Take a Run, The Dressed, The Long Goodbye, On My Mind, and Please Hold. I think one of these films was directed by Rhys Ahmed, who I think was nominated last year for The Sound of Metal. I've completely forgotten which one he was nominated for, so I think it's just a case of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So yeah, I think I might see Long Goodbye might win, but again, I haven't seen any of them, so yeah. For a documentary short, there's Audible, Lead Me Home, Queen of Basketball, 3 Songs for Ben Starr, and When We Were Bullies. And I think documentary wise, it's going to go for Audible because this video is sponsored by Audible. But okay, for seriousness, I think Audible might win this one, even though I have no idea about these documentary shorts. So, what do you thought about these Oscar nominations? Let me know in the comments below. Also, subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and this is Elijah Wells, and bye!